Hello children, the purpose of this video is to show you how to answer your exam paper online when it is given through Teams, right? Now first and foremost, you have to make sure that you are in the correct team. So take your subjects, the subjects that you are doing, go to your Teams account and check whether you are in the correct teams for that subject, for that in that particular class. And if you are not, you have to immediately talk to your teacher, relevant teacher, maybe the subject teacher, maybe the sectional head, maybe the class teacher, and get you added to the correct team. Okay, so these few days you need to do that as quickly as possible. If you have any account issues, make sure that you talk to us and be ready for the exam by checking whether you are in the correct team. Okay. Right, and you'll be given a timetable for the paper. So let me show you how you get the information about the paper. Now I am showing you a student's view. I have already assigned a paper as an assignment, schedule an assignment. Let's see how it displays in the student's account. There's 5 more minutes. Let me pause this video for the moment. So you can check it in 2 ways, right? One is automatically a notification will come here in the activity section. If you are in the phone, it will come as a push notification onto your screen, and I would suggest that you log into your account through the web version, which is this one, not using the app, right? And it's always better to use the laptop or the desktop computer, but not the phone app or the app in the laptop. So make sure that you log in through your web version, because it has all the features, whereas the apps have limited features, right? If you think that you might forget the time, then of course you can download the app onto your phone and connect to the account, the same account that you are going to use in the PC or the lab. So you can stay logged into the same account in 2 devices, one on the phone, the other on the laptop, because the phone gets the push notification, so you can easily check that. In the laptop, of course, you have to log in to see the notification, but if you have the timetable, you don't have to worry, right? If you know the timetable. Right, so let's see how it appears. You can see currently I don't have any activity here. Another way of checking is you can go to your team, like if you click on Teams here, you can go to your team like this one, and then you can go to assignments and check whether the assignment is there. And I can see that these are past assignments, 2 past assignments, so still the time is not arrived. So one way is checking here, the other one is here, right? The activity. If you are on phone, you will get a push notification on the screen, right? Alright, so we have 1 minute more. Let's see how it appears, right? It should either come here, you can check in the activity, or you can go to your team like this one, for example, and then you can go to assignments and check whether the assignments is up. You can see right now there are only 2 past assignments, no new assignments. Let's see how it's going to appear. Or else if you're on phone, it will come as a notification on the screen, right? One more thing, make sure that your system time is correct. Set it to the correct time before you start the exam, and the date also. Okay, there you go. Can you see? Actually I have enabled the notifications here, right? Desktop notifications, that's why it popped out there. And also in the activity there's a notification. Let's see, let's go and check the notification. Yes, there you go. Assignments mentioned test exam, right? And if you go to assignments, well, in the post, in the general, you can see the assignments is there. So many ways to check whether the assignments is up, or else you can even go to assignments, and there you can see test assignment due today, due at 11:30. So you are going to see the exact thing. Okay, right. So how do you start answering? How do you start viewing and downloading assignments, right? Okay, so when you go to this, you can either go from the posts, from the notifications itself, or else you can go to assignments. You have to be in the correct team, right? And then click on this assignment, and you will be able to get all the information here, right? There will be instructions for you, and you can see the due date is today at 11:30, and closing time is also there. Right now, the difference between the due and closing is the last chance you have to submit your answer, right? You can finish it at due time. I'm not really quite sure whether they will give you a different two different times for this, but in case if you have due time will be the time you are going to stop it. Most probably you will be given some amount of time, and then you will have to, if you do it on paper, you will be uploading this. Even if you do it on the computer, you will have to upload the answer. If they don't give a closing time, then you have to do it within the due before the due time. If they give a closing time, you can do the exam till the due time and use the next 5 or 10 minutes or whatever the minutes they have given to upload your files. And after the closing time, you won't be able to submit your answer. So remember that, right? Okay, so here's the paper. You can see that it's in PDF format. You will also get the paper in PDF format. So first thing is you need to download this, because since this is in PDF format, you cannot do it online. You need to download this, right? So click on these 3 dots here, ellipsis, and download. So you can download it into your computer. Right. If you have any questions to ask from teacher, you can post it here, but make sure that you don't trouble and you ask sensible questions, because every time you post something, it will go as notifications to everybody and it's going to disturb everyone. I would suggest that you talk to the teacher separately, maybe calling her or through WhatsApp or something, not really posting here. But if it is something urgent, if you think that is helpful for other students as well, use the post and post it without disturbing others, because it's going to pop up a notification to everybody. Okay, so use it responsibly. And once you have downloaded it like this, you don't really need to be online. You can even turn off your internet and just do it, or just let this web page there. You don't have to do anything there until you turn in, right? So turning is the submission of your answer script, right? So I'll show in folder. Let's open up the paper. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the paper will be there. Don't worry, there won't be a password for the paper. Right, so if the paper is like this, how are you going to answer here? Well, make sure that you have one of the latest Adobe Reader installed, and make sure that it's updated and it opens up, right? Because in the previous exams we had issues with the Adobe Reader, so make sure that Adobe Reader works fine. So once you open it, you can go to comment section here. And to write the answers, you can use the text tool. Since I'm doing a screen recording, it takes a little bit of time. Right, so you take the text tool. I'll just show you one example. Just type it where you are going to place the answer, and type your answer. Right. And you can also use the pen or the pencil if you are asked to match, or else if you think that rather than typing you can write your answer using the pen like this. It's a bit slow because I am doing a screen recording. It won't be slower when you do it. Like that, right? Okay, so you can use any of these tools, right? Some people use comments last time, but make sure that you don't use sticky notes or comments callouts, because it will be very difficult for the teacher to mark, right? Because she has to click on the callout every time she wants to check the answer. So make sure that you use the text tool or the pencil or the pen tool. Okay, right. What about subjects like maths or subjects where you have to write on paper? Well, then you can use this method, right? So let me show you this first. Okay, once you have marked it, once you have answered it, you can save this as a different file name. Right, so if the paper name is here, you can just put answer script. Make sure that you give your name, right? Type your name. A is for answer script or something like that, and the subject, right? And the subject. Something like that. Okay. So you save it to your computer. Right, now suppose you do it on paper, on a piece of paper or an exercise book. Let's say okay, once you have written the answer, you can take photographs using your phone. Right, just take some photograph, something like this, and everyone knows how to transfer that photograph into the computer like this. Okay, so you can have your phone connected to the laptop before the exam, or else once you have finished everything, you can connect the phone and take photographs and get it transferred to the computer. Always make a folder to store all these files, right? So that you can in case if the files are not gone to the teacher, you can send them later on. So make sure that you have your files in one location. So you take it, you write it on the paper, take a photo, connect the phone to the laptop, transfer it to the computer, and it is like this, right? Now before you attach this, it's better to convert this into a PDF and send it, because if you send it as an image, it will be really difficult for the teacher to mark. Okay, it will be extra work. So right, so once you open Word, what you can do is you can drag and drop that picture. Just drag and drop the picture onto the Word icon. Okay, and make sure it is large enough to be seen clearly, so you can drag this. Okay, check the page layout, set it to A4, where you can reduce the margins as well. Margins you can set it to narrow. Right, so you have plenty of space to stretch this, right? So make sure you stretch it, right, and then save file. Save as PC, and again make sure that you save it in the correct location, your folder, and I'm going to give subject Sunil answer script. A is for answer script, right? And here you need to change the file type. Drop it down and select PDF. Simple. So whatever it is, ultimately make sure that you are uploading a PDF document. Alright, now you are ready to upload your answer, right? You have the PDF document, your answer, and you have named it clearly, and now you are going to upload this, right? So since now I have my answer script, I have uploaded the answer script itself. Anyway, assuming that this is the paper, I'm going to upload my answer script. Go to load device, on this device. Right. So double check what you are going to upload, right? Because we saw some students didn't upload everything. They missed some work files. Some had uploaded the paper again, just like I'm doing right now, actually the answer script. Some uploaded blank papers without answering. Right, so I have attached all my work. And if you have so many files to be attached, make sure that you convert them into a zip file and attach as one compressed file. And once everything is ready, everything is done, you just need to click on turn in. Very good. Right, simple as that. Right, now once you do it, if you do it accidentally, and if you wish to do like if you think that you missed something, you can undo turn in. Okay, let's say you forgot to upload another file, you can do that upload as well. Just upload that. Okay, so I forgot to upload one file, then I selected undo turn in, and then uploaded that new file, the missing file, and then I'm going to turn it again. Right, so all this will be recorded in the history, and teacher can check all these history details. Right, you can see if you go to completed section, you have the paper that you turned in. Right, again this undo turn in and turn in option is available only until the closing time, therefore make sure that you do it beforehand, right?